Hello everyone. In this module, we are going to learn how to save plots in the default format. And we are going to cover the following topics. Firstly, we learn to display the plot on user screen. Then we learn to save these plots on the local system. And in last, we learn the options to export the plot. So let's start with the first topic, displaying plot. You have learned that we use the show function of pyplot module to display the generated plot on the user screen, and the syntax for this is matplotlib pyplot.show. But just think for a second, what if we want to share this plot with someone, or we want to use it in a presentation? Can we do it by using a show function? No, we can only generate it on the screen. So at that point we will need the save option, which let us to save this plot on the storage medium. But using a matplotlib, saving a plot to a file or a storage is an easy task. The savefig function of a pyplot module is used to save the current figure, or we can say that current plot. And the syntax for this is matplotlib pyplot savefig. And in this function we have different parameters. So firstly we discuss some parameters of the savefig function. The first parameter is a fname, and it consists of a value string or a path like binary file. Basically, fname is a path or the name of an output file with an extension. Then the next parameter is a dpi. It consists of a value in float or a figure. Basically, it specifies the quality of the figure, or we can say that it is a resolution of a plot in the dots per inches. The another parameter is a format, and it takes a value in string and it specifies the file format. The next parameter is bb box inches, and it takes a value in string or bb box. It gives us the option to save the given part of the figure only. The another option is pad inches, and it takes value in float. It is used to specify the padding around the figure. The next parameter is a face color. It takes color as a value, and it describes the face color of the figure. And we also have a edge color parameter. It also takes value in colors, and it specifies the edge color of the figure. Then we have another parameter, backend. It takes the value in string, and it is used to modify the default used backend. And the last parameter is a transparent. It takes the value in boolean. We can pass a true or false to it, and it specifies the plot with transparent background. So before we can explore various export formats, we need a plot to export. So firstly, I create a simple plot. So let's start by creating a simple plot. The first important step is importing of a libraries. So we are working on a matplotlib. It is important to import matplotlib pyplot library. So here I write matplotlib pyplot as plt. Next I import the dependent library numpy. Import numpy as np is the syntax to import numpy library. Then we define the data coordinates. So here I define x equals to np dot line space, and here I pass value -5, 5 and 20. So I tell you what line space does. Basically, line space function returns evenly spaced number over a specified interval. The first -5 is a starting point, the next 5 is a stop point, and the third 20 is the number of a sample generated. So now I define y equals to 5 being raised to power n plus 2. So now we have to plot a graph. So here I use plt plot and pass two parameter x and y, and then we use the show function to display the plot on the user screen. Now I execute the code. Here you can see that the plot is generated on the screen. Now let's try different export formats. So firstly I tell you the export formats. We have option as save as pdf, save as svg, save as png, and save as gpg. So we discuss each format one by one. So firstly we start with the save as pdf option. Basically, PDF stand for a portable document format. Now on the same plot, we use the savefig function to save it as a PDF. Here I write command save as PDF. Now I write the code plt savefig, and now I have to pass the f name, means the name of the file or the path where we want to save it. So I name it as a first plot and I want to save it in a PDF format. So I pass the extension as a .pdf. Now I execute it. And remember one thing, you have to use the savefig function between the plot function and the show function. If you use this function after the show function, the blank screen will appear when you save it. So I show you where the PDF file save. So here is the file firstplot.pdf. So I open it. You can see that the plot is saved in the PDF format. Moving toward the next format is save as SVG. Basically, SVG stands for scalable vector graphics. Now let's see an example. So firstly, I comment the previous line which I used to save as a PDF. Now I write code for save as SVG. To save the plot in SVG format, we use the PLT savefig option, and now I pass the F name. I pass it as. Now I want to save this graph on the desktop. So I give the path of a desktop and name my file as a simple plot, and I want to save this in a SVG format. So I pass the extension .svg, and I also want to change the resolution of the plot. So I pass the DPI parameter and set its value to 300. Now I execute this program. I show you the SVG file. So here's the plot which save on my desktop with SVG extension and having resolution in 300 dots per inches. Moving toward the third format is save as PNG. The PNG stand for portable graphics format. So let's see an example for this also. So first I comment out the save SVG format and now I write save as PNG. Now I write the command to save plot in PNG format. The command is plt.savefig and the path where I want to save the plot. So it is not necessary to define fname. Also pass the path as a simple argument. So I write the path C user Python guides desktop simple plot and I want to save it in a PNG format. So I pass the extension as .png. Now I also want to set the face color of the plot. So I pass face color to light yellow and I also want to set the edge color of the plot and I specify red color to it. Now I execute this program. Wait, I will show you the plot. Now you can see that the plot is saved in the PNG format. But did you notice something? The plot does not shows the edge color. It only shows us the face color which I specify to light yellow. Now I tell you what we have to do if we want to visualize the edge color also. To show the edge color of the plot, we have to write one line of the code to increase the line width of the figure. By default, the line width of the figure is 1.5, which is very small. So we have to increase it. To increase the line width of the figure, we use the command plt.figure and pass the parameter line width to it and set its value to 10. You can set it to any value greater than 0. So I run this code. Now I will show you how plots look. Now you see the edge color shows on the plot. Now we learn the last format in which we save our plot, that is save as GPG. Basically, GPG stand for Joint Photographic Experts Group. So I show you the example how to save plot using GPG format. To save the plot in GPG format, I use the plot savefig command and pass the path where I want to save it. So I name it first plot. So by default it save on the Jupyter notebook. and I pass the format as GPG. And now I show you how to use the transparent parameter. So I write transparent equal to true. Now I execute this code. Now I show you the plot. So here's the plot in GPG format with true transparency. So with this we learn different export options. So maybe you get confused which option is better. So I clear your doubt by concluding it. Exporting as vector based CVG or PDF file is generally recommended over the PNG or GPG files, since vector based format are richer and typically provide high quality charts with reduced file size. So I prefer you to save a plot in SVG or PDF format instead of PNG or GPG. I show you the difference how the plot look. Now I show you the difference why PDF and SVG is better than PNG or JPG. In my left hand side I have a SVG format plot, and in my right hand side I have a PNG format plot. So if you want to see, we have to zoom in close to the line. So firstly I zoom in the PNG plot. See the difference. You can see that the PNG format has a cranky line. Now I zoom in SVG plot. With this you clearly see that SVG format file has a smooth straight line. So that's why we prefer SVG and PDF over PNG or a GPG. And in the next module, we learn working with backends.